Hey everyone, so today is all about blow drying, and I'm going to teach you how to blow dry hair properly. So I'll be doing a longer hair female mannequin. I'll be doing a look on shorter hair like the TikTok hairstyle, but I just want to go over some really key information on how to blow dry hair properly, you know, how to use this thing the right way, and some misconceptions about blow drying, and I'm ready to get started. So please watch this video throughout its entirety because I don't want you to skip over something and then start asking me questions when I already covered it. So this is a blow dryer right here. This blow dryer I do have on my website, shop.TheSalonGuy.com. It does fold up for traveling purposes, which is awesome. It comes with a magnetic nozzle, which is very important, and it also comes with a diffuser. It has 3 settings on it. It's got a cool setting, a lower speed, and a high speed. That's all you need. You don't need 14 different settings on a blow dryer. You don't need all sorts of crazy stuff. It's ionic, so the technology is there, so it's better for your hair while you're blow drying it. It's not going to damage the hair like maybe traditional other non-ionic dryers would. So the tool is very important. And if you use code YouTube20, you get 20% off on my website, shop.TheSalonGuy.com, for anything including this. Now, the tool is very important. Blow dryers matter. The technology is very important. You know, I invested in technology for the blow dryer. So you have to make sure you're using a tool that is going to be good for your hair. If you want to skimp out and use a $15 blow dryer, you buy off Amazon, whatever it is, that's fine. I can't speak for those. I invested in this blow dryer myself quite some time ago, made numerous upgrades to it, and this is it. So the tool is important. This right here, let's break down these certain parts of it. Now, this is a nozzle. Why is the nozzle so important? Well, if you were to blow dry hair without the nozzle, the air is just going to blow all over the place. The nozzle actually helps you target the area that you are going to blow dry. So it's more focused and it's a specific targeted area that you are using. It's directing the heat and the air in one direction in one area. It's really important to do this because especially if you're a professional or if you want to have a cleaner, easier to blow dry head of hair, you can section it off easier and you're just maintaining that section and that perimeter on the hair and on the head that's allowing this to target that specific hair, right? That area on the head. Blow drying without a nozzle, it's just gonna blow the hair everywhere. I don't suggest it, okay? Nozzles are very important. Just be careful. After you blow dry with this thing, the nozzle will be very hot, no matter what. Just be very careful with it, all right? The next thing about this blow dryer is it comes with a magnetic diffuser. This is a great tool, a great attachment for when you're trying to achieve waves in your hair, or you've got naturally curly hair, naturally wavy hair, and you want to enhance that without using your hands and messing the hair all up and creating a big frizz ball. You need to use a diffuser to kind of diffuse the hair, and I'll show you how to do that also shortly. Now, let's go into the blow drying process. Now, I also have my own round brushes too. This is the round brush that I use. I invested once again in the technology, ceramic, ionic, in this brush right here. It's a phenomenal brush, okay? One thing about the brushes, a quick tip on these brushes. These brushes, yes, they have plastic, they have bristles on here, okay? The bristles are not it's not soft. This brush is not designed for you to bang on your scalp or scrape the scalp. If you're scraping your scalp, then you're not using it properly. And also you have to break these things in, okay? This requires some breaking in to soften the bristles a little bit, but if you're scraping and banging your head with this thing, you're not using it properly. Don't blame the brush, you blame the technique, okay? So, when it comes to blow drying, you want to make sure that the nozzle right here is always going to be working in conjunction and in sync with the brush. What does that look like? What does that mean? Well, let's take this section right here. I always like to kind of take the brush and get out any of the knots from a section like this to make sure that I'm not blow drying any knots or tangles into the hair. So what's going to happen is I'm then going to take the nozzle of the blow dryer like this, and I'm going to extend it all the way out. Now this is how I do it. I kind of blow dry, blow dry, blow dry, and then I round out the brush hair. Blow dry, blow dry, blow dry, and then I'll pull out. So I'm actually just blow drying certain sections. I'm keeping the hair moving, and I'm trying to build in that volume at the same time, right? The higher you lift the hair, the more volume you're going to get from the root, and the lower you blow dry, or the flatter, then you're going to reduce volume and make the hair flatter and closer to the head, okay? So let me demonstrate blow drying one of these sections right here. I'm just going to clip this hair out of the way. And I'm also going to spray some tidal wave, which is ideal for creating volume in the hair. It's an amazing spray. It's my #1 selling product, as well as my brushes and blow dryers, which do really awesome as well. So here we go. I'm going to put it on full heat, full speed. Check it out. Okay, here's the final section and process of what I do. I'll just unravel the hair right there, and look what we've created. A beautiful, silky smooth, voluminous section of hair, and look at all that volume, okay? It's really, really big volume, and what we've did was created a nice section in through here so you can see. Look at all that volume. This is real time. And now, some of you may not want that volume. You want to have it more flatter to the head. But the key takeaways to this is that if you notice, the nozzle was constantly working in conjunction and in sync with the brush. Okay? If you want to have neat sections, you want to have a clean blow dry, you want to maximize the volume, you really need to make sure that you are using the tool and the nozzle the right way, like this. Okay? Do not take the blow dryer and blow it all over the place. The only time I'll do this initially is if I'm, lightly getting some of the water out, some of the moisture, a light blow dry like this. If the hair is like soaking wet, then I'll do that. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, let's say, for example, you want to use your hands as a tool, okay? And you don't want to use the blow dryer. Well, here's another way you can do it. You can actually comb the hair. Let's just say you've got a fringe, or you've got bangs in through here, the front area, and you want to actually, not use a brush, and you want to just use your hands. Once again, the nozzle works great, and here's all you're going to do. There. Now, I didn't use my hands once. I did this in like 20 seconds. If you want to soften this up a bit, you want to, kind of move the hair a little bit more out to the sides like this and create a softer fringe, then you can do that. But sometimes, the less you do in the front, without using a brush and just using your hands, you saw that the nozzle right here, that's what was directing the air. I didn't have to use my hand. If I didn't have this nozzle, the hair would be blowing all over the place. This is a great tool on the blow dryer to be able to work the hair. And you can do this on, if you want to bring, spike the hair up, you want to get volume in it, it really works wonders. So that's kind of the first way that you're blow drying. Again, this is for more women's hair, longer hair. You're trying to blow dry it, smooth it out like this. And you could also do a couple little tugs like this to kind of reduce some of that volume. But I mean, look how gorgeous that is. Look how voluminous that is. That also does happen because of the technology of the blow dryer and also the technology of the brushes. Yes, technology helps. It's not a big scheme. I've been doing hair for over 30 years. I'm not into scams and, just coming out with stuff because I think it's cool and I want to copy other people, like a lot of people do, unfortunately, in the hair world nowadays that aren't even professionals. But, I have the experience doing it. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. All right, next up. Now, here is one of those, the famous kind of popular TikToker hair. So I'm going to spray some spritzes of Tidal Wave in, okay? Now, with this type of look, what I like to do is use a vent brush and, again, the blow dryer and the nozzle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to direct the hair into a specific motion first, and then I'm going to use the round brush, okay? So check it out. Okay. As you saw in through here, I blow dried the hair forward in this direction because I want this to lay relatively flat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry the top of this, and I'm going to be using I call it the TikToker hairbrush, but it's the 2-inch round brush, and then this is the 2.5-inch round brush, okay? So check it out, here we go. Okay. I know that took a little bit of a longer process, but okay, now we have the hair going down and then up slightly. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to run our fingers through it like this. We're going to take the hair, push back, and now push down like this. And now we have the kind of famous TikToker hairstyle. We can then go in and we can piece it out as we want, like so, right? Get those flips in there. We can spray it however you want with locked hairspray to kind of lock it in. And now it's just about you getting it to that point where you want it, right? And it's all about just tweaking it. So once again, we can rake the hair back like this, give a little tease, push forward, and then we can start to kind of work the style in like so. And sometimes the more, the messier the better. It all just depends on you, how you want to wear it. But there it is right there. The only reason I was able to achieve this, as you can see through here, was because of using the nozzle right here. If I could not get this, at least as good as I got it, without using the nozzle. Once again, this is very warm, so be careful. If I didn't have this, then there'd be some issues, all right? So the nozzle is really, really, really important when blow drying. And also, obviously, I came out with this size brush specifically for this. A larger round brush would not get this type of look. You need to have a smaller round brush in order to be able to get the hair and roll it back like so, okay? And you can see there's all that volume in there from the brush. Also, Tidal Wave. My product Tidal Wave is something that works wonders. It works wonders. And also, this is a sneak peek, and this will be awesome if you're watching this video all the way to this point, no skipping or anything. I'm bringing back the original locked hairspray formula. The very, very powdery matte finish hairspray. The original locked is coming back, which will be sold on its own or as part of the TikToker hairstyle kit. We had to stop making it because of just issues with getting ingredients and parts for the actual, sprayer. It became very, very difficult and very challenging. But now, thankfully, that's been resolved. Hopefully, I'm ordering a whole bunch of these things to have made, so there'll be a lot in stock. They're not going to be ready probably for another 3 weeks or so. However, once it's ready, you'll see on my website the different image, and it'll say I'll have it in the title or in the description, original locked is back. So you're not going to get it until that is said and announced, okay? But it's coming back, the original locked matte finish hairspray. So with the diffuser, we're not done yet. We still have a few things to go over. With the diffuser on creating wavy or curly hair, the best thing to do for this type of style like this, right? You want to create waves, you want to enhance waves. You need to use the diffuser and on low heat, okay? Low speed, normal heat, low speed. That's the setting right there. What you're going to do is spray, Tidal Wave in the hair, your product of choice, and then you're going to give it a couple of scrunches and then let the diffuser do all the work. Okay, you could even kind of do some circular motions like this. But the key to this is to use less and less of your hands, simply because what's going to happen is the more you use your hands and it's going to become a frizz ball. It's not going to be great for your hair. It's going to be a mess. So the less you use of your hands touching it, you can scrunch it, especially if you have longer hair, but scrunch it, put it in the diffuser like this, set it and forget it, in kind of an upwards and downwards motion like this. And you're letting the diffuser kind of diffuse the air and soften the air coming out of it, so it's it's not blowing the hair all over the place. So it's a great tool, which again, it comes with this blow dryer. It's a great tool to be able to be used when trying to create curly, wavy hair. And this was done on 100% straight hair. So yes, you can create waves and things on straight hair. Now, lastly, the big thing is, oh, you know, is heat bad for your hair? Yes, heat is bad for your hair if you're using it improperly. What does that mean? If you are using the blow dryer and having the heat excessively blow dry air on one specific part of the head, then yes, it's gonna damage your hair, it's gonna fry it, doesn't matter what. So the heat is fine, the air is fine, it's just you don't want to overcook it and you don't want to burn or fry the hair. That's why I'm saying continuous movement, continuous motion, and you know, evolutions of just going through section by section, constantly keeping it moving. You don't want to ever wrap the hair in a brush and let it park this blow dryer like this and sit for 30, 40 seconds. It's going to become Fry City. The fire department will show up to extinguish your hair and put out the damn fire on your head. So don't do it, all right? If you are interested in purchasing the blow dryer, the brushes, any of my products, use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. It's a great deal. There's also free shipping involved if you order over a certain amount. On top, with the discount applied, because the discount takes it down a little bit, so 20% off, man, and free shipping. It's a great deal. Let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. I'd love to hear your feedback, you know, likes, all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.